what's up with it, man? Yeah, bro, we ain't gonna even do too much, man, as far as like an introduction to what's going on with as far as what I'm talking about today, man. I just been sitting back in the bushes, man, watching how a lot of these stories that have been coming out as of recent, mostly the Austin McCaff and Carmelo Anthony story. How these stories have seemed to lead have led to a bunch of the hate on both sides, man. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of ignorance on both sides. And then a lot of good points on both sides as well, man. So, you know, honestly, man, I just want to do a little deep dive into some of the shit that's going on right now and get it in, man. Really try to discuss where the self defense might lie at, if there's really going to be a self defense case being fought, and where I think that, you know what I'm saying, the self defense might not be warranted at, or whether the argument for murder could even be put into place. But you know, me personally, in this whole situation, man, I feel like these two kids that fucked up, did something stupid, got into it with each other where they shouldn't have, man. And both of them are, you know what I'm saying, drastic, bro, changes, man. That's, you know what I'm saying, families hurt, one kid gone, one kid facing, you know what I'm saying, the possibility of life in prison, bro. It's not a good situation, man. Before we get into that, man, we're gonna definitely talk about some of the other shit that's going on though. Now, anybody know me know I'm Mr. Talk about it on the political tip all the time, man. So right now we gonna talk about some of the shit that's going on in politics right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, Trump can't make up his fucking mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can't make up his mind, dog. And it's wild to me, bro. That 1 minute it's oh yeah, he's doing this and that to start this good wealth transfer. The next minute is oh man, he had to back off because, you know, it was hurting our bond market, it was hurting our business, it was hurting the stock market. It seemed like stock manipulation to me, man. And that's what's so crazy about it, is that how we sit around here talking about who has the more high ground in this country, bro, when you have people that are literally cheering for market manipulation. I thought it was all about free markets here in America. I thought this was a capitalist society, and the market chooses the winners and losers. So what Trump is obviously doing in his first 90 days or whatever, it's just complete chaos at this point, man. Complete chaos, bro. And when you have chaos at the top, the bottom will soon to follow, bro. Everything at the bottom will soon to follow, man. And I think that this Carmelo Anthony case has come at a very opportune time, because white people want a reason, bro. And you know, I just got finished arguing with one of my partners, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, he older than me, but you know, let's just say I kind of say I grew up with. I grew up with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and me and him were both arguing, bro, about who's the most racist, black or white people, man. Now he actually believes that black people are the most racist by some of the stuff we say, by some of the stuff, you know what I'm saying, like the fact that we have the pretty much we have it in us to just say whatever we want out loud and not feel any repercussions from it. Cause I mean, like, what can you really do to us for the most part? Like, what, especially for when we just talking, you know what I'm saying? We talking our shit. Like, there ain't nothing you can really do to a person for that. Though you have seen many white people who've said some racist shit, get fired, get this, that, and the third. So I do say that you can say that's kind of a hypocrisy there, bro. But at the same time, man, like shit, most niggas do that shit out of frustration, man. I don't think that's how most niggas feel. Most niggas want to be as close to the proximity of whiteness as possible. I feel like that's actually one of the problems we have in America. We want to always be right up there up on the massa, man. Doing what massa doing. Living like massa living, man. That shit don't always help us in the long run, man. Yeah. But we're gonna talk about Trump and his ongoing battle over the whole getting the person that he deported. The person that he deported, bro. You know what I'm saying? Back home, bro. Cause it's kind of odd, bro, that this man is not pretty much openly saying that he's gonna defy a court order. And people just cheering this shit on, man. Old Trump, man. Still on the same old shit, bro. Hold on, let me get this queued up for y'all real quick, dog. Get this right. Yeah, man. I hope y'all feeling good out there today. Hope y'all living well, having a good time, man. I've been doing a lot, man. That's why I haven't been online as much, bro. Shit. Family life, man. Son, soccer games and T-ball games, shit. Dinner dates with the wifey, linking up with the kinfolk, man. I mean, shit, bro. Nigga been very busy, bro. But at the same time, bro, I'm glad, man, that people, you know what I'm saying, shit, fuck with your boy, rock with me, man. So I had to come back and give y'all something, man. So anybody who show up late, man, or end up seeing this after I drop it or post it, man, shit, salute to y'all for fucking with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm gonna rock this shit out, whether it's 100 people in this bitch, 0 people in this bitch, which it happen to be at this moment. So outside of that, man, we finna gonna cue this bitch up real quick, man. Matter of fact, first though, let me do right, cause hell, I have not dropped my motherfucking link in the chat yet, man. Put that link in the chat. Anybody who run across this shit and want to come up, you're always welcome to. I don't discriminate against anybody coming up. I don't give a damn. You're black, you're white, you're Chinese. Come on up, bro. Man, woman, you know what I'm saying? Come on up, bro. We can chop it up about whatever, man. But yeah, let's get into Trump and his ongoing battle to get rid of all the illegal immigrants and shit. Even if that means deporting people that he wasn't supposed to deport. So yeah, let's go and share that real quick. Let's go.
President Donald Trump is pushing back against new calls to return a wrongly deported man to his family and to his home in Prince George's County. Thank you for staying up with us on this Friday. I'm Leslie Foster.
And I'm Lorenzo Hall. So for weeks now, we have been covering the story of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. The Trump administration has admitted it deported him by mistake to El Salvador. But tonight, the president is doubling down on claims Abrego Garcia is a member of the gang MS-13. He says these pictures right here of the young man's tattoos are proof, and he should never be allowed back in the U.S.
Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen is back from a trip to El Salvador where he got to meet briefly with Abrego Garcia.
Our Katie Lusso explains why the senator says this case is a wake-up call for all of us.
The senator says this is about much more than just Kilmar Abrego Garcia. It's about protecting constitutional rights, the right to due process for everyone who lives in the United States.
I don't do process.
Arriving to a round of applause, Senator.
There we go. I should be moving slow sometimes. But man, you know, I just realized that I put want instead of won't. Damn. I hate when I do shit like that, man. But yeah, man, salute to Miss Cynthia, man. Been rocking with her for a good little minute, man. Cool people, man. Most definitely. I'm gonna leave that up for everybody, man, as y'all coming through this bitch, man. They most definitely like that shit, man. But let's see what they talking about with this man that they done deported wrongfully. You know what I'm saying? I might add. Cause I know people like this day. Why do you want illegal immigrants back in the country and shit? Nah, bro, it's not no illegal immigrant. This is a legal migrant or legal, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna say legal migrant. You know what I'm saying? Probably on the worker visas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably working towards citizenship. That's been deported, man, and is in El Salvador with a bunch of criminals and gang members from Venezuela and other places, man. Like the same place they want to send some of our black asses and some of y'all white asses out there, man, who out here committing crimes, man. Let's not forget that, man. Trump has said, man, that he would love, man, to be able to send off his criminals to another country, man. And that's really some of the dumbest shit ever, bro. Like, I don't know. Take care of your own business, man. Why would you want to send off? Because we all know criminals here are big business. El Salvador is saying himself, man, the El Salvadorian president, that he is charging for these niggas to come over there. So, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we gonna pay them to, you know what I'm saying? Like, have our criminals? That makes no sense. But at the same time, I mean, like, hey, people just tend to think once you're a criminal, you have no, you know, constitutional rights, man. You have no, civil rights or shit like that, man. When that's very contrary to the actual reality, man. You might not have certain civil liberties, you know what I'm saying, that you do even lose some rights, like the right to vote. But which I think all that shit, you know what I'm saying, that's not really, I don't know, it's not really that big a major, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. As long as you can still make money and create business, you don't, I mean, shit, you just as influential as a politician. You know what I'm saying? It's the person who can feed the community, not the person that can tell them what to do and what they should do and what they shouldn't do, man. I'm telling you. And that's what it all comes down to with all this shit, man. People got to understand. When you follow the money, you'll find out that shit, a lot of this shit is intertwined. It's not Democrats and Republicans. It's this firm versus this firm and this hedge fund versus this hedge fund and shit like that, man. This shit is, you know what I'm saying, bigger than fucking the shit that we be trying to make it out to be, man. We are fighting proxy wars for conglomerates and shit. But I digress, man. Let me get back to the video.
Senator Chris Van Hollen returned from El Salvador Friday afternoon, hugging the loved ones of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who he met with Thursday night.
He said that thinking of you, members of his family, is what gave him the strength.
The senator says he was initially told he couldn't meet with Abrego Garcia, but Thursday night, just as he was about to return to the U.S., he got a call.
And they brought him to the hotel where I was staying.
These photos, he says, are the two of them at a hotel where they spoke for about an hour. He says Abrego Garcia had no idea the attention his case has received.
9 days ago from today, he was moved to another detention center in Santa Ana, where the conditions are better.
He says Abrego Garcia also hadn't been told why he was in custody. Van Hollen says he also asked officials that question.
The Trump administration has promised to pay El Salvador $15 million to detain these prisoners.
He says Congress needs to look into who authorized this money to be used.
And you can be sure that I won't support the use of 1 penny of taxpayer dollars to keep Abrego Garcia illegally detained.
His message to President Trump.
So I say to the president, the Trump administration, If you want to make claims about Mr. Abrego Garcia and MS-13, you should present them in the court.
Echoing that this fight isn't just about Abrego Garcia.
This case is not only about one man, as important as that is. It is about protecting fundamental freedoms.
Now, there is a march planned for here to the White House tomorrow afternoon, calling for Abrego Garcia to be freed. Outside the White House, I'm Katie Losso, WUSA 9.
Mistakes are already being made. Like, big mistakes. Like, now, you know, this shit bound to happen at some point, but like, as far as, you know, it really shouldn't be bound to happen. I hate to even say that I said the way I said that. It was bound to happen at some point because you just know, like, they just going after Mexicans. They ain't like they just, or anybody that looks Hispanic adjacent. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere close to that. That's light-skinned niggas. Y'all ass should have, y'all, be careful out here, man. I'm just telling you. Some people think that I be looking Mexican. I don't believe so, man. Turn on the camera one time, man. I think I look pretty much like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little light, but I mean, shit, this yeah. I think they know the difference between me, man. The hair, you know what I'm saying? It's a little too nappy, man. If I had some of that slick shit, they might, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come here, amigo. What the fuck is you talking about, man? But nah, real talk though, man. Like, this shit was gonna be a problem regardless, but you know what I'm saying? The fact that we even have an administration that decides, like, hey, okay, we're gonna do a mass deportation for the only reason really is to, you know what I'm saying, get rid of shit, get rid of motherfuckers they feel like are taking away white jobs. You can keep talking to they try to throw it on black people. It's black jobs and blah blah blah, bro. There ain't no black people out there trying to work in the fields, man. Like, that's I think Jasmine Crockett said that shit, man. Like, shit, man, ain't trying to go pick cotton or tile up your roof or shit, or shinkle up your roof, I mean. You know what I'm saying? Or tile your floor. Most people in general, because, I mean, of course, it's black people. There's white people that will work those jobs. But the majority of people are not trying to do those jobs, man. So the fact that you have a workforce that's willing to do it, illegal or not, that was willing to pay tax, but they're going to team up with the IRS to catch and detain more of these people. Why would they need to do that? Just think about it. If these motherfuckers wasn't contributing to society as much as people say they are, why would they need to team up with the IRS? A revenue collecting service, pretty much. These people, all they do is collect taxes. Like they say, these illegal immigrants aren't, contributing to society, right? So how in the fuck is they catching them through the IRS? Why are they teaming up with the IRS? Because these motherfuckers paying billions in taxes, man. Shit don't make sense, man. Yeah, cut your hand and spite your face, man. Stupid motherfuckers, man. But hey, I can't knock it, man. Because at the end of the day, we're going to do better at some point, man. We're going to get better at some point. We just got to wake up and smell the coffee, man, for what it is, man. Stop pretending like it's something different, man. Like, racist on both sides, black and white. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to lie, man. Like I said, I was arguing with my partner, man, earlier. And he was saying, like, shit, black people are the most racist. You know what I'm saying? He said black people are the most racist. Now, I disagree. Of course, I mean, anybody who's listened to me at any point can tell I this. I mean, and I'm not saying that we are incapable of being racist or that we are incapable of perpetuating an act that is racist. But as far as who is the most racist, shit, man, black people ain't create no shit like that, bro. Like, we doing what we taught, bro. We doing what we taught, man, over here on this side of the water, bro. You know what I'm saying? Detached from culture, detached from Everything that we have here, we created ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's our shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a long lineage of, you know what I'm saying, creating systems and shit like that because we've always been under a system. So I don't think black people can say, oh, we are dictating the norms that's happening in society. You know what I'm saying? Just because these things might be more prevalent in a certain, you know what I'm saying, like demographic or whatever, doesn't necessarily mean that something is innate in that people. So when you look at how, like, when you leave people to their usually natural habitat, you usually get like normal results, and that don't necessarily mean where you live or what culture you. It's just leaving people to their own vices, not trying to interfere too much in one way or the other. And what the American government has showed is that it'll interfere in American people's lives in so many ways, from the food that you get to the shows you watch on TV, the music you listen to, everything, bro. There's always some subliminal, some psyop type of programming, something, some test. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that, oh, just the government is just completely untrustworthy. I know a lot of people are just, oh, fuck the government, blah, blah, blah. No, the government preys on our misunderstanding, our misinterpretations, our misunderstandings. So we can't get, I can't say we can't get mad at a motherfucker capitalizing on people being dumb. It's time for us as people. We got to start waking up to what the fuck is real and what the fuck isn't. Like this whole Austin Metcalf, Carmelo Anthony shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the whole notion that people are trying to throw in the whole, oh man, it's self-defense because of this, or it's cold-blooded murder because of that. Where this shit is more like if we actually looked at the criminal justice system for what it's intended for, we could look at this case as this individual case of these two kids that get into it. And yes, poor judgment was used. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, bro. Like, in my opinion, bro, for Carmelo Anthony to not get any time would be an injustice. Let's just be honest. Now, for Carmelo to get 60 fucking years or some shit like that is also an injustice. But there has to be some type of reprimand and also some type of rehabilitation in our criminal justice system, man. Like, truly, an effort to do that. Why are we sitting over here playing as if this country has ever thought about retribution or of any shape or form? You know what I'm saying? Of restoration, nigga. They have never, and you know what I'm saying, in our life, like, have we ever heard of our country really doing something as far as like that geared toward those type of things? Like, they try to teach you as a kid and shit, and once you don't figure it out, you know, you ain't catching on to what we want, what we putting down. Hey, shit, we got another place for you, nigga. And that's how it be. And that's not just, I mean, when I say nigga, trust me, I'm not just talking about niggas. I'm talking about everybody. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they always say that we got another place for you. See, cause we're people ruled by systems, and we're so scared of change for the most part. I think people that we just do what the fuck we see everybody else doing. We don't be like, hey man, what if we tried to do this a little bit more? We try to do that a little bit more. Why don't we try, you know what I'm saying, putting that one woman in that leadership position? Oh shit, that guy's a fucking simp. He's a feminist or whatever, man. Like, hey, maybe she's fucking qualified, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, we can see gay people on TV kiss and not be like, oh shit, this is a fucking agenda. I'm not saying that. Hey, I'm not saying that I was not seeing an agenda being happening. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. But I think the way that how hard and how strong we go on every fucking single little issue all the fucking time, instead of just realizing like everything has more nuance than we really give credit to. That's the reason why it's easy for so many people on both sides of this Austin Metcalf, of this Carmelo Anthony shit, to be like, it's something extreme, like, oh, it's just straight up self-defense. Or it's straight up cold-blooded murder. He's a thug and shit. When in reality, man, this shit is somewhere in the middle, to be honest. But I'm gonna play this video of, you know what I'm saying, law and crime, and of how they are, you know, portraying this shit. And then we're gonna look at some of the black content creators that, you know what I'm saying, have, you know, been on the self-defense side. I just, man, I don't get it, man. Like, to me, I just feel like this shit got too agendified too quick, man. Like, everybody just got to putting agendas on it. First, it was trying to create, you know what I'm saying, Carmelo Anthony, in my opinion, as a thug. Hey, and the shit would have worked, but the nigga got a good family, bro. So then it was shit, you know, painting this picture of, like, whatchamacallit, I don't know. It's been painting pictures on both sides, really, if you want to be honest, though. Because it's been niggas definitely like all this shit about they was bullies and then this and this and that. And that might possibly be true. But when you don't put out shit with full context, all we got is that, oh, they was bullying this nigga and he had to bring the knife up there. That wasn't hell. It's family members. Or at least people on social media that claim to be family members. So then, you know what I'm saying? You have like the whole shit where Austin, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, in my opinion, where they trying to, I feel like Austin, not Austin, but the brother, he was gonna say pretty much like, hey, I was finna step in and grab homie or whatever, and they taking that to be, oh, he was finna get jumped, which he might have been finna get jumped. Let's just say that. But even if he do, even if they say he got jumped, man, a knife, bro. Like, and I was arguing my partner up and down because he was like, shit, I'm gonna defend myself either way it go when I'm a little nigga. Look, like, little people, leave the little people alone, bro. Like, me personally, I say it like this, man. Number one, kids shouldn't be telling other kids, hey, you can't be over here and blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck if you from what school, because, man, like, when we went to trade meets, everybody intermingled, bro. You ain't just, it wasn't like a whole bunch of people, but, like, people who fucked with other people from other sides and shit like that, they did that, bro. Like, it was no problems. And there was nobody over here like, hey, you're not from my school. What you doing over here? Like, sit your goof ass down, man. If it's that shit, go tell the coach, which is probably the coach should be somewhere in, you know what I'm saying, the vicinity, you know what I'm saying, in the area, in outreach, you know what I'm saying, be able to see the kids at least. So if you want to get to blaming anybody, you need to blame a school district. You need to blame these damn parents out there. Because, you know what I'm saying, why didn't nobody feel like, you know what I'm saying, obliged to, you know what I'm saying, if they seem like these two niggas look like they were arguing or something, because it seemed like people were pretty close to the situation until the initial stab happened. Then it seemed it probably spread out. It got turned into chaos and shit. But still, to have 37 witnesses, that's a lot of people around. So I just say, you can't tell me there wasn't no adults, nobody around hearing some shit. You better not touch me and see what happens. Hey, nigga, somebody, hey, hold on, y'all chill out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all chill out, bro. That's all somebody had to do. Hey, y'all chill out, man. Calm down, man. What y'all got going on, man? Y'all, young and chill out, bro. What you grabbing in the bag for? Hey, get away from young homie. Get away from him for something happened to you, man. You know, how quick can we just, hey, de-escalate some shit real quick, man? And maybe it didn't de-escalate, but shit, I'm just saying, because, like, we ain't going to know exactly what happened until they put the information out there, of course. But we should definitely, you know what I'm saying, like, think more into, like, let's not make this shit into, oh, this little boy came to this place trying to kill this boy. He came over there on their side just stalking them, just like, yeah. Wish one of these motherfuckers say something, which was another false narrative, because they had to come over there from a whole nother place. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't under the tent. They didn't run track. They probably was in regular street clothes and shit. Regular clothes, not just, you know what I'm saying, and some sweaters, some hoodies or some shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some shorts. You know what I'm saying? Got some whatever little shoes they be rocking on. And you know what I'm saying? Like Austin, you know what I'm saying? He was a rap music listening to, you know what I'm saying? He probably was with the shits. Probably was ready to, you know what I'm saying, get down on little homie. Oh, this is a little weird ass dude, you know what I'm saying? Hanging around by his folk type shit. I don't think he looking at the nigga like, oh yeah, he black. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, show these little black niggas what's up. You know, like, cause everybody turning this shit to something like way too major, bro. Way too major, bro. Like way too fucking major, bro. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no race war. Like I've seen so many people on YouTube type the race war. Man, you got racists on, you know what I'm saying, really both sides. Saying, hey, I'm gonna get at you. I'm gonna get at you through this, you know what I'm saying, this case right here though. So y'all dumb motherfuckers over here, if you think that it's not self-defense for the black people, and then you know what I'm saying, you dumb motherfuckers on the white side if you don't think that it's cold-blooded murder. Or if you really just think about it, like, man, these kids are out here literally, you know what I'm saying, just making dumbass decisions like we did, man. One just happened to have a knife that time. Or not, from what they saying, it might be a cleat sharpener now. But I don't know. Like I say, we won't know the facts till they come out, man. I just find it odd that everybody is so quick to jump down these kids' throats, bro. Yeah, homie getting charged like an adult. That's a 17-year-old, man. When you was 17, you probably was ready to crash off for the littlest shit too, man. There's plenty of people, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking black and white, man. White people, I would never stab somebody over blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, maybe you were not the one, but somebody else around you might be the one. I'm not saying that that makes shit right. I'm just saying, like, we gotta start reaching these kids and getting the conflict resolution better, man. Teach these motherfuckers how to talk their feelings out. But that's some shit that's so, oh man, that's homo, that's gay, that's y'all trying to be too sensitive. That's soft ass generation shit to talk about shit. Goofy shit, man. And we can't never get shit resolved by that through that shit. Especially for these kids, man. We gotta learn how to talk to each other, man. Even if you don't like me because I'm black. If I don't like you because you white. Shit, we still gotta live around each other, bro. Especially if we poor. Shit, we all want to get the affordable house, right? We all want to, you know what I'm saying, make a living for our family and do, you know what I'm saying, right for each other, you know, for our families and shit, our communities, right? Shit, let's get out the bullshit. But ain't nobody trying to get out the bullshit, man. If you really, this case show it, at least online. Online, it show you that, man, like, like what they call it, the liberal shit and the conservative shit, that shit will never come together. I say black and white can come together, but it's just gonna be always like some of that shit come to political or some other shit. Man, you just gotta hope that y'all can make it, nigga. Cause shit, motherfuckers getting real reckless with their tongue when they feel like, oh, you're a Democrat or you're a Republican or you think like this or you think like that, man. All that shit, boy. That shit for the birds to me, man. What can we do to build ourselves up, man? As people, be a more sufficient unit. What type of mindset and ideologies are we gonna put forth for the next generation to, you know what I'm saying, hold to and adhere to, man? Like, that's what's more important. All that shit about what our differences is and how we like each other or not, that shit don't really fucking matter, man. Shit don't matter at all, bro. Definitely don't gotta like each other, man. I promise you that. But shit, we want to keep the planet good and shit for a long time, bro. We better do something, man. Cause we fucking shit up right now, man. Real talk. But yeah, let me play this shit, man. Hold on right quick. Yeah, man. You're probably gonna hear my son a little bit here and there in the background. Let me go cue this up. We're gonna go with the legal channel first, some conservative point of view, and probably a liberal point of view, and then we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, probably call this shit a wrap. So, cause man, right now, man, there's just too much going on out here, man. And personally in life, man, I'm just good. So I might as well just not even just dwell on it too much, man. Let everybody else be the content creators while I sit back and, observe what's going on. Be ready to make my moves here and there where I see fit. Because everybody got to know it's a time for action when it's a time for inaction, man. And especially on social media, nigga.
In the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about.
The family of a star athlete turned murder suspect accused of killing a fellow athlete at a track meet now is speaking out in this news conference saying they've become the victim of threats. This video for KDFW. And at that news conference, a shocking moment. The victim's father there in person. He was escorted out by police. The suspect in this case is no longer in custody. He's out on bond after a decision that some have called controversial by the judge to lower it by $750,000. It's a move that's now made that judge the target of internet hate, raising security concerns.
Now, y'all motherfuckers, that would show how racist y'all niggas was right there, man. When they was going after that judge, and the judge turned around and it was a Republican. Boy, it's like the shit, you can't make this shit up, bro. Reality is stranger than fiction, man. And it's gonna show itself every time, man. They just assume some shit that, nigga, this is how the law is set up, bro. If you don't have the funds or if you don't have a certain, criminal history or all that shit, bro, you are allowed to, fight your crime while out and free. You know what I'm saying? You're just accused of something until, bro, this is what the system is. But because that system is not allotted to black people usually in this shape or form where, okay, you're going to get, the bond reduced and shit, and you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it ain't allotted to us, but it's not allotted to us like this usually. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this way. It's been I can name many cases where people, you know what I'm saying, have to fight to get their ass up out of jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fight like a motherfucker, bro. It'll take years, nigga. Everybody talking, it take this amount of time to get indicted, or it take this or that. Man, bro, when you a normal person and you ain't got the paid lawyer and whatnot, you ain't got no whatever they call themselves, the next generational, you know what I'm saying? All this type of shit behind you, bro. It's hard out here to fight these people, man, because they know the law. And these court appointments, they gonna easily, hey man, set up this plea deal. Woo. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And the plea deal always gonna be stupid. Oh, yeah, man, here you gotta do all this time or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just peep the scene, man, like, why would they just jump down the judge for a judicial process that we all agree to? Like, nobody had a problem when all these cops done got their bonds reduced, or, you know what I'm saying, other people out there have gotten their bonds reduced. It's just the fact that this little black boy got his bond reduced, and he happens to be, you know what I'm saying, the white boy slayer. You know what I'm saying? You might as well say it, the white boy slayer. That's what it come down to. You kill a white boy. He was gonna be something like, you got us fucked up. We're gonna bury your ass. And that's how they're gonna take it, bro. Especially Collin County, period, bro. Shit. They try to get rid of that little nigga, bro. The only reason why it's not gonna be able to be as successful and smooth a job is because, nigga, it's got so much highlight on it. And it's really these white folks' fault. You blame yourselves, man. all you folks, and I ain't saying all white people, but the folks that wanted to highlight this shit and make it so big and shit and talk about it so much, y'all got done it to yourself, bro. It's gonna, cause now you got too many people engaged in it. No, cause this nigga do this shit every time I gotta get online, man. Hold on, right quick, man. We should play the video. Hold on, son. I hear you, man. I'm finna come to you. Hold on.
And we'll also talk about the suspect's family and what they said about accusations they've used money from a crowdfunding website to boost their lifestyle, including the accusation they moved into a $900,000 home. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. We have a lot to update you on in a case that we've been following out of Texas, in the Dallas area, in the death of Austin Metcalf, a high school athlete who was allegedly murdered by another athlete whose name is Carmelo Anthony. Let's talk about Metcalf first. He was a star athlete in football, but also in track, which is why he was at the track meet on April 2nd. He was MVP of his high school's football team. He was also an A student. He died after being stabbed at that track meet in Frisco, Texas on April 2nd. Now, the suspect in this case was a fellow athlete at this track meet competing for another high school. His name's Carmelo Anthony. He's charged with murder. This is video of him leaving jail this week after he posted bond. This video from WFAA TV. Now, the reason that Carmelo was able to post bond was it was significantly lowered after a court appearance this week. Judge Angela Tucker lowered it from $1 million to $250,000. Tucker did not allow cameras in the courtroom, but according to KDFW TV, Anthony's attorney said $1 million bond was too high and it wasn't necessary to keep Anthony from fleeing the charges. The attorney also argued, quote, "This family needs to be able to survive." Prosecutors argued that bond should be kept at $1 million because they say that is the standard bond amount for murder cases in Collin County, Texas. In the wake of the decision, the backlash against Judge Tucker has been fierce. You can see her account on X is now private. Collin County, Texas also put this out on social media saying, quote, "We are aware of a social media post on this platform that appears to dox a sitting judge. Sharing a judge's private information is a crime and will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law." Tucker is a Republican and she's the first Black judge in Collin County, which is near Dallas. She reportedly said in court during Anthony's most recent bond hearing that the security surrounding this case is already the most she has seen in her career. The backlash that Judge Tucker is receiving is so strong that according to TMZ, the FBI is now involved and she's getting extra security. Another big development in this case this week was the news conference that Carmelo Anthony's family held. Before we get into what took place there, I have to tell you about how we got to this point.
How we got to this point. I think it's pretty simple, bro. First off, yeah, the boy killed him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Carmelo killed the boy. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you why he killed him, but I can tell you it was a bad decision. You know what I'm saying? He definitely should be reprimanded for that. Now, what I can say is that all the bullshit narratives that came out afterwards, and I'm talking about on both sides, you know what I'm saying, shit of him being this super thug ass person, or him being this super innocent person that was being bullied by these niggas or some shit. All that shit, all that cap ass shit, man. That shit ain't do nothing but fuck up a lot of shit, bro, for no reason. Get a lot of people confused for no reason. And now you got people out there in fucking Frisco. I don't know if they still out there. But you know what I'm saying? People are, you know what I'm saying, literally protesting. You know what I'm saying? To protect white Americans, man. As if I think we all pretty fucking protected. You know what I'm saying? You can go on a strap here in Texas, man. You got stand your ground laws. You got, you know, a lot of different stuff to, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, pretty much protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody's pretty protected, man. And over here, man, we already know, man, the criminal justice system definitely works in somebody's favor over the other. You know what I'm saying? So black people are getting railroaded in this system every time, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they got to worry about that. White people, you don't have to worry about the criminal justice system really fucking you over. You usually get the standard, standard time, standard whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, like they feel like it's, you know what I'm saying, right for an actual first offender. How they should probably treat everybody. You know what I'm saying? Give somebody probation, 10 years for stabbing somebody. That happened. What was that? Who was the little boy, man? I forgot the nigga name, but somebody was talking about him the other day. And he ended up getting probation for stabbing his whatever. I don't know if they were buddies or whatever it was, man. But you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really pay. I was kind of half paying attention to it while I was doing some shit. But either way it go, this shit is what it is, bro. Like, kids get into altercations, man. You got some of them kids, man. Like, everybody carry a knife out here in the country, bro. In Texas, man. Like, people carry knives. Everybody got guns, bro. You could punch one person, and they'll punch you back. They might run off. You punch one person, they gonna shoot your ass right in your head. Keep your hands to yourself at all times. It's a must. It's a must that we do this. Now, I think we should also be teaching our kids that escalating shit to the point of you know what I'm saying, like complete fuckery, bro. Killing somebody is, you know what I'm saying, it's not allowed, bro. It's like, man, keep it verbal. Keep it verbal, man.
What? You ain't gonna do You ain't gonna do shit about it. You ain't gonna do I'm good, bro. He knows what it is. 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 I'm with you. He knows what it is. He knows what it is. I'm with you. He knows what it is.
Don't be that nigga, man. Saying I'm with you, nigga. Because homie wasn't even saying nothing, bro. Homie wasn't even saying, but I probably would have said the same shit. I'm with you, bro. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Just get him to calm down. Hey, I feel you, bro. Yeah, man. He don't want no smoke for real. The homie just sitting there chilling, bro. Boy put hands on him and got ate up. Hey, but it is what it is, though. Like, I mean, I ain't necessarily saying kids should be fighting or none of that, but Carmelo would have been in a whole different situation. He just punched that boy in his nose. Bam. Smoothing his shit. Just bam. Fucked him up. Don't wait for him to come all around you, surround you and shit. Just boop. Hit his ass. Y'all might get into a tussle. You might end up, you know what I'm saying, getting beat up a little bit. But guess what? Bet you ain't gonna run up on you fucking with you no more. And if you do, guess what? Yeah. Hit his ass again, man. Shit. Just like make sure your first hit is the most deadly. You ain't even gotta be just sitting there like, I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, just beat his ass up with you. I don't know if little homie could beat him up or not. Been dude 200 pounds or something, but hit him somewhere soft, man. Don't be trying to punch him all in the jaw and the head and the body and all that shit, man. Punch his ass right in the nose. Bing. Straight shot. Throw as much force in that shit as you can. That's what I would have did. I'm a big dude though. I'd have fought both of them little niggas. 200 pounds, yeah. Y'all right in my alley, man. Let's do that. Both of y'all come over here. They would try to shoot me though. Them same white boys would have shot me, and people have been talking about he justified. You see how big that boy is? See how big that goddamn, hold on. See how big that goddamn sucker is? Hell no. My boy wasn't gonna fight that damn monster. My boy wasn't gonna fight him, man. It's too damn big, man. They would have been justifying that shit. Because I wanted to scratch. So that's why I say it's hypocrisy and all this shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's hypocrisy and all that shit. Niggas, sometimes we ain't got to sit there and make this shit. I mean, it's been what it is. They made it that, really. But this whole self-defense shit, I feel like, man, niggas thinking in like, I don't know, real life scenarios and not kids, man. The confrontation between kids should never get past, shouldn't even get physical, but should never get past of fisticuffs, man. That's it. A punch, or this, that, and the third. Shouldn't no kids be hitting kids with rocks, or picking up sticks, or knives, or guns, and none of that shit, man. Like, that's just me. I don't know. That's just me personally. That's how I feel, bro. I don't think everybody agree with me on that shit, but kids should not be getting into it with each other with the intentions of killing, or you know what I'm saying, with the mindset of I kill this little nigga, man. Like, nah, we shouldn't be having our kids fucked up at early ages off of, you know what I'm saying, killing somebody and then, you know what I'm saying, regretting that shit later, man. Real talk. But let me finish playing this video though, real quick. See what he finna talk about. I might have to skip over some
police documents that say the track meet that Metcalf and Anthony were at, competing for different high schools, got delayed because of weather. Metcalf's team was under a tent waiting out the weather when Anthony went under that tent as well. This is what police say happened next. They say that Anthony was told to move, and then he reached into his bag and said, quote, touch me and see what happens. Metcalf then touched Anthony to tell him to move, and Anthony then, according to a witness, says, quote, punch me and see what happens. Metcalf then grabbed Anthony again, and that is when witnesses say that Anthony took a knife out of that backpack and stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest. Austin then grabbed his chest and called for help. He would die in his twin brother's arms. Here is what his twin brother told WFAA TV.
He's like, make me move. Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest.
Anthony is arguing that all of this happened in self.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. The boy probably was finna jump. Just because when he said that, I was trying to wrap around him as fast as I could. They were probably finna jump his ass. It's still not justified, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Hey, it's just how I feel. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just have a certain thing I look at kids shouldn't be doing shit. Like, I don't want them to get jumped on, beat up, none of that shit. But shit, that nigga still be here, living. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. If they had jumped on that nigga and just beat him up and shit, nothing else happened, he ain't do nothing, shit, wasn't nothing happen to them niggas. That got a little slap on the wrist, maybe go to detention or some shit, but nothing would have happened to them niggas. And I'm telling you this straight up, bro, because I know these areas out here, bro. And he probably, like, you know what I'm saying, some of the most obnoxious motherfuckers out here are the ones that's the good grade motherfuckers and the star athlete motherfucker, yeah. Because the town hand them everything. You know what I'm saying? The town look at them as, you know what I'm saying, they like the prize pick, you know what I'm saying, putting the paper and all that different stuff like that. Yeah. So and they do work in favor of black people too from time to time, as far as being a star athlete or maybe being a, you know what I'm saying, valedictorian or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It definitely can work in your favor too, but not as to high of a degree, man. And I know people don't want to like understand that shit, but it's definitely smart privileges. It's all type of privilege out here, man. And I think people don't want to break that shit down and kind of like dissect it for what it is, man. But let's play some more of the video, man.
Self-defense. What he said to police when they first made contact with him, though, that really could come into play in this trial. One officer wrote that when they first made contact with Anthony, they told him to put his hands in the air, and Anthony allegedly said, quote, I was protecting myself. The officer also said Anthony told him, quote, he put his hands on me. But then an officer says when he radioed in that he had the alleged suspect, Anthony said, quote, I'm not alleged, I did it. Police say Anthony ditched the knife and ran before he was arrested by officers who note in their reports that Anthony was hysterically crying when arrested and asked if Metcalf would be okay. Anthony was charged with murder. Anthony initially was held on $1 million bond. That is until Judge Tucker's decision this week. So much of this case already is being tried in the court of public opinion. And a major example of that is the amount of crowdfunding money that has been raised, especially for Anthony's defense. Roughly $460,000 has been given to a fund on the site Give, Send, Go to raise money for Carmelo Anthony's defense. Now, Give, Send, Go, it's similar to a GoFundMe, but they have much looser community guidelines. GoFundMe does not allow pages.
First off, you know what I'm saying? The fact that they say especially Carmelo Anthony, even though the McKay family has probably raised double the money that Carmelo Anthony has raised. And I don't know that for a fact. I know when it first started out, they was already in the hundreds of thousands of like money had been raised on the GoFundMe, because they did use GoFundMe. But as far as Carmelo Anthony, like, yeah, he raising a nice little sum of money, and you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I don't got no problem with it at all. But at the end of the day, why are we tripping about him getting money when so many other people have gotten money through these same type of cases, through this same type of support? Killers, victims, it's just a part of the, you know what I'm saying, society. Somebody put out a GoFundMe, somebody willing to fund it. You know what I'm saying? How much money did Kyle Rittenhouse get? How much money did Daniel Penny get? How much money did all these people get, man? Like, I'm not saying, hey, they shouldn't get money. I'm just, hey, people donate what they donate to, right? At the end of the day, why we tripping about the fact that this boy, you know what I'm saying, is able to, you know what I'm saying, have a fair, you know what I'm saying, shot at, you know what I'm saying, fighting his case. You know what I'm saying, can be able to pay for the best lawyer to get the best outcome that's possible for him. If he get off, hey, it is what it is, right? It's been plenty of killers got off before. It's been plenty of killers got off before. Why are we mad? Because this particular killer is getting off. Same thing with OJ, man. They didn't like when OJ got off either, right? They still mad at niggas. Hey, they still mad at niggas to this day over OJ. You was just celebrating it too much, man. He was a killer. Come on, he killed Nicole. You know he did.
Is for people to raise money for a legal defense if they're charged with a violent crime, which is why in cases like this one, you see the crowdfunding happening on Give, Send, Go. Anthony's Give, Send, Go page was launched by his family, who write, quote, "We are grateful for your support during this incredibly difficult time for Carmelo Anthony and his family. The fundraiser has been established to provide comprehensive assistance to the Anthony family as they navigate the many challenges surrounding Carmelo's case." Prosecutors asked Anthony's father during the bond hearing why the family wasn't using the money to get Carmelo out of jail when his bond was at $1 million. To which the father reportedly replied that the site was not a, quote, bond fund. That was according to WFAA. This week, Anthony's family appeared at a news conference with the family spokesperson. Carmelo Anthony's mom spoke. She said that she, her husband, and Carmelo's 3 younger siblings have become the victims of threats. This is video per KDFW.
Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to.
Anthony's mom also responded to a report that her family moved into a $900,000 house, according to Daily Mail. She says they have not received a dime of the money that has been crowdfunded for her son's defense.
The public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime.
Another very notable moment at this news conference happened before it began, and it was Austin Metcalf's dad appearing in person in sunglasses, standing in front of cameras. It actually delayed the news conference from starting, and police had to be called. Take a look at this video from KTVT. That is Jeff Metcalf. You see him there in the sunglasses. The TV station says that he stood there for several minutes. It delayed the start of this news conference, and police were eventually called, who escorted him out of.
Yeah, man. And I don't know. They say they was good cord to stay away from each other, but I don't know. Like I say, I don't necessarily really find that he could have been there and shit, but he would have found it crazy that them people showed up at his son's funeral or something. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's why I say sometimes the optics is not necessarily a good thing. It's not helping anything to create, you know what I'm saying, chaos where it doesn't need to be, you know. I'm not necessarily saying that he ain't got a right to be up there putting pressure on. My son daddy out here making press conferences and shit about y'all, what y'all done bought and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel, you know what I'm saying? You want to do that, but same time, if the court say stay away, man, stay away. And a lot of people saying this is showing that the son was like that because see how the dad act. Man, I don't know. You could be right about that. A lot of people that think like that, but at the same time, don't really fucking matter, bro. I mean, I could be the biggest asshole in the world, bro. They don't give anybody the right to kill me, technically, in the way how our system's supposed to be set up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where the problem comes in. That I don't think kids should get past no fighting, man. It shouldn't be no jumping and all that shit, but go get you some niggas to jump him. Go pick up a chair or something. That's why I say, if they jumping you, that's the one time I say I ain't knocking you for having no weapon. But it's a knife, man. You could have been used that in a way different way, bro. Like you could have been pulled that out and be like, hey, back up. Back up. If you come at me again, I'm finna slice something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't have to just come out and start poking shit. I don't know. But people feel like I'm boo-boo the fool these days, man. Like I'm tripping out here, man. They say I done switched up. I done became Jay Reed out here. I'm working with the other side, man.
You a cop?
Come on, Jeff. You did it. You brought us home.
You have the right to remain silent. You a cop?
Anything you say
can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. If at any time during questioning you choose
all I wanted to do was be there for you, dog.
That is your choice.
All I did was be there for you. That's all I did. Huh, Jay Reed? You ain't no cop. You ain't no cop, Jay Reed. You a sellout!
Yeah, man. Cause I say home, you gonna get some time and shit, man. They feel like I done turned on my people, man. But I ain't gonna say everybody. There's a lot of people that get where I'm coming from, but this a lot of motherfuckers been like, damn, Jalen, what you on, my boy? Like, shit, I thought you was
the building. Joining us now to talk about this case is retired Judge Fanon Rucker. It's always great to have you on Law and Crime, and especially in a situation where we have a judge in Texas who has been the victim of threats. She's been doxxed. She needs extra security after a decision related to the bond of Carmelo Anthony. Just first for you, as someone who has been on the bench, you know what it's like. How would you approach this case?
So thanks for having me, and I'm glad to be here. You know, it's regrettable that this is not the first time that we're talking about the idea that a judge who is sworn and obligated to handle their cases with free of bias and any type of personal interest is threatened, is kind of subjected to public clamor about the decisions being made in the case. Again, it's not the first time we've talked about it. We've seen it. We've even seen some violent actions committed against judges for decisions that they make or how they handle cases. Over my career, during the 13 years I was on the bench, I handled over 300,000 cases of all types. And there were some that had public implications or that got a lot of public attention. There were most that did not. And the way that I would handle this case is the way that I handled all of my cases. I would make the decisions that I believe were the most appropriate decisions based on the law and based on the facts presented. As judges, we are held to an ethical canon that prohibits us from being swayed by, again, the public clamor that may exist in any particular decision that we're contemplating. And it's important that we as judges stick to that particular ethical rule.
When you look at a case like this, because so much of it is already being tried in the court of public opinion, how do you approach those types of cases to make sure that the noise that's going on outside is something that potentially doesn't taint a jury pool if this case is tried in Collin County, Texas, where this has been headline news? What is a judge's responsibility there in trying to maintain the order to make sure the defendant gets a fair trial and that potentially justice is served to the family of this young man who was killed?
Yeah. And that is one of the biggest kind of hurdles when it comes to cases of high publicity. Anytime a case, for whatever reason, garners public attention, there are going to be interviews. There are going to be news shows talking about it. There are going to be TV articles. And in our day of social media, my goodness, I've seen no fewer than 30 different versions of this.
Nick, people gonna talk about it, but I think we be forgetting that these kids, man, these two seniors or whatever, because homie was pleading in the press conference, man, please let Carmelo, graduate and whatnot. Let him go and be able to graduate. But you know what I'm saying? Frisco trying to expel him and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's gonna be repercussions in all grounds for Carmelo, bro. Even if he can fight this case and beat it, bro. Let's just say he can beat the case. But boy, you know what I'm saying? That school not finna, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to go to some school, and that's not gonna be many schools around that's gonna accept him after this right now. It's too hot. Maybe it was some years down the line, but right now, they not messing with him. They not messing with him, dog. I'm gonna tell you that now. And he probably end up having to do the GED type thing to being able to just say he graduated. He's gonna have to probably do the GED. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I'm sure if he go move across state lines somewhere else, out somewhere, he probably out of there. Cause man, in their mind, bro, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You a menace to society right now. And everything is built off these perspectives right now. Because on one side, that's how they're gonna look at you, cold-blooded killer. Other side, well-to-do kid defending themselves. Either way, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't got a lot of people that's on the defending yourself side that own shit, that can control certain institutions that help you get through those doors, man. But you do have that judge, you know what I'm saying? That was because the judge could have easily been like, nah, I'm gonna play political on this shit. I'm not granting the bond reduction. She could have did that. The crazy thing about it is she did, you would just had us complaining and when nobody occurred. When nobody occurred. You just, man, messed up. Why that boy couldn't heal and all that stuff like that. With all that stuff people would have been saying. Which, hey, at the end of the day, man, if they do get them funds, bam, get them on up out of there. All you got now, you need 100 bands. Go get your bail bondsman. It's just the fact that some of these bail bondsmen probably won't even. Hey, this bail bondsman. So this is how Texas works sometimes, bro. They know these family, McCaff family, bro. Ain't no telling who they know and who they cool with in that county, man. So it could be a bondsman that just be like, hey, nah, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? She got to pay me 20. I mean, he got to pay me 25%. Well, he got to pay me, because they can charge you. I want to say up to like, I think it's like, it can usually be 10 to 15, but it all depends, bro. Like, it's certain ways they can charge you more. And I'm saying it happen, especially out here in this country, bro. You know what I'm saying? That percentage change on niggas from time to time. Especially if you one of them that got bond revoctions and or didn't pay on the bond in time or certain shit like that. They didn't get their bread when they wanted it. Yeah, start charging a little bit more. And yeah, I can see bondsmen either taxing or you know what I'm saying? All that shit, even though, I mean, he here now, you know what I'm saying? So whatever the bond reduction, that somebody got him out and got him here. I'm telling you, I know how that shit go, bro. Like I say, the fact that this so many eyes on this shit, bro, is really gonna deter all the fuckery, bro. And I really think it's a good thing at the end of the day. But at the same time, like I say, I'm one of the ones who think he's gonna definitely get some. I'm muting my damn self, bullshit. But I don't think he's gonna get some whole bunch of time and all that, man. And I don't think he deserved to get a whole bunch of time, man. Like he fucked up. He should get 10 piece, 15 piece, some shit like that, and keep it pushing, bro. Like don't be no fucking like don't throw away a kid life, bro. This nigga, you know what I'm saying? Just because what happened in a situation where I really do feel like Austin probably was being aggressive, thinking he could tell somebody some shit. You know what I'm saying? People gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like white people, you know what I'm saying? Like my partner was saying, white people be walking around acting like they run shit because they do. And that's what people just be failing to realize, bro. White folks run this shit, bro. The white folks run this shit, bro. And when they act like it, niggas don't like it, man. But hey, guess what? You don't get to just to go to these results. Hey, punch him in the nose, bam. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he gonna think that tune with you a little bit different. Like me, like I say, once you check motherfuckers, bro, people tend to treat you a little bit different, bro. Like, yeah, you can't let a motherfucker think that they can just talk to you any kind of way, they can just do you any kind of way. You gotta be willing to and really in the die on that shit, bro. Yeah. And that kind of, you know what I'm saying, sucks, bro, in a certain way, because it kind of contradicts a lot of what I'm saying, bro. But you do. But I ain't saying it should be on no damn you out here just initiate killing motherfuckers or go out here crashing out to die and shit. I'm just saying, like, because I'm really not contradicting myself. It's just that the way it sounded, you know what I'm saying? But real talk though, you have to be able to willing to, you know what I'm saying, stand on business to a certain, like, to the highest order, bro. Like, and it's really, I feel like even on the small things, like just not lying to people, not fabricating stories or anything like that, mistreating people on any level, shape, or form, bro. Like all that, bro. Like you can disagree with something, not like something, and not pay it any mind, bro. Like I don't get how people feel like they have to voice their opinion on everything. Like, I don't get that shit. Like, I not get, like, when it comes to content creation, that's kind of like the name of the business. You find something to create, to talk about. But we get to a point, man, we're doing more harm than good, man. Real talk. Doing way more harm than good. And it's not helping at all, bro. Because these kids is getting worse and worse off. What's up, son? What's up, bro? Skeletons. Are you watching that bull stuff I told you not to be watching? Huh? You better not. If I come in here, hold on real quick. Let me go and get on these parentals real quick. Might be time for me to get out live. My bad. Yeah, man, just turn that stuff, man. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we definitely gotta, you know what I'm saying, like teach our kids, man, like it's a time and a place for everything. But they gotta, their number one goal in life is to try to make the old age. Have their kids, man, live comfortably in your old age and not be having to still try to figure shit out. Have it figured out, man. And that don't mean have everything figured out, but just have it where you don't have to be out here working as hard as you did in your 20s, in your 40s, or your 50s. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you don't have your kids going down the same paths and mistakes that you made, whatever that may be. And that don't necessarily mean streets and none of that shit. Because people always, I don't have my kids, but go past the streets, man. Go past. how we look at shit financially, how we eat, how we, you know what I'm saying, live, all that stuff, man. It's gotta, you know what I'm saying, progress. We want a society to progress. We don't want our society to stay the same, man. Some people do though. Some people really do. I want to stay the same. They really want maze type shit, man. Craziness. I'm not with it though. I'm not with it. I don't want it. But y'all had that, bro. I want to get down to the real particulars, man. I want to talk about what's affecting us and how it's affecting us and how we can change these things, man. How we can do right by our people, man. How we can do right by society and whatnot, man. But you know how this shit go, man. People gonna continue to you know, have their opinions and what they want, how they feel about certain shit. And it's gonna be always somebody, you know what I'm saying, trying to push a narrative that ain't necessarily accurate. But we can't let the outside dictate us, man. We gotta have that. We gotta dictate shit ourselves, or dictate shit for ourselves, man. Yeah. So I'm gonna pivot for a second, man, over here to, because I want to show you how the betrayal of, you know what I'm saying, black folks is, bro. Like, and how we use black folks to do it, bro. We use other demographics to do it, man. And I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta commend I want to say Chaotic Truth, man. Because, you know what I'm saying, during this whole Carmelo Anthony shit, man. Like, during the whole shit when they were going after the judge, man, I like the fact that he stepped up and said something about that shit, man. Like, I don't always agree with, I hardly ever agree with him on anything. But the fact that I seen that, man, and that came across my my view, man, I gotta give credit where credit due, man. Cause I mean, the fact that you got multiple conservatives going after this damn, you know what I'm saying, conservative judge. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that probably aligned with shit a lot more closer to the conservatives than me. You know what I'm saying? And they are just going out talking about DI hire and all this bullshit, bro. Like, that shit just, after so long, you know what that shit means when a motherfucker say DI. When a motherfucker say, you know what I'm saying, whatever they saying, whatever the new buzz, woke, all that shit. We know what that shit means. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, it's that urban black shit, huh? That urban black shit, yeah. We don't want that black shit around us, man. We're tired of it. You're fucking up everything. Yeah, man. I go, yeah. Fuck with Be Brave and all them, man. Them type of niggas, man. That's the people cup of tea these days. Blatant racism and misogyny. Cause you know what I'm saying? They hate the women for some reason. I don't know why they hate women, bro. Like, I love women, bro. These niggas be, hey, if it ain't getting on black people ass, they getting on women, dog. Like, what's up these days, bro? What's going on, man? Like, why we got so much hatred in our hearts out here, man? Can we, can we chill a little bit, man? Can we chill out? Like, what's going on, man? What's going on in the psyche of men? Cause let's just be honest, man. Men in America right now, bro, we fucked up, dog. We fucked up, bro, in a major way. In a major way, bro. I'm talking about, oh, man. It's just the people we producing, man, right now. Especially what we call the influencers in the social media and shit, man. If niggas ain't gyrating crazy in the mud, they doing weirdo shit for clicks and views, and man, then it's all this rapey shit that's coming to light. But you know what I'm saying, which has been going on, but it's coming to the light like crazy. It's like, man, what's going on, like, bro? And it's a lot of secret meetings that, you know what I'm saying, niggas be having out here saying, like, bro, like, I know I'm hey, I'm gonna run some niggas off with this shit, dog. Because when it comes to time to hold ourselves as men accountable, oh shit, no, bro, I don't want to do that. Man, we can't talk about how shit they ain't paying me enough. Or that my woman's always nagging. She just nagging. That's all she do. Or that the kids, they on my butt. They always on my nerves. And yeah, man. And the crazy thing about it, bro, is like engagement, bro. Like I was watching something earlier today, man. They're talking about regretful parents, man. This is some shit that's going on TikTok. That's why I say TikTok is like its own self-diagnosing and therapy session, like for the mentally ill, man. Like TikTok, bro, like it's a lot of shit on TikTok, man. It's just I just couldn't rock with, man. It was too much painting the world off of their their own point of view, their perspective. The whole world had to fit into their perspective. And it couldn't be any room for shit that's outside of that, man. And that just was like, yeah. That was some cult-like shit to me. I was like, nah, bro. Especially on the liberal side. Like, let's be honest, man. Like, the liberal motherfuckers on there, because it really wasn't much conservative on there. Like, conservative motherfuckers was getting their ass ran off TikTok at first, bro. Like, they was running them niggas off, nigga. They couldn't hold water with some of these motherfuckers. Because, like, a lot of these people is very smart, bro. I ain't even sitting here capping, bro. Like, these people smart as fuck. Book smart-wise, bro. But common sense-wise and understanding certain things on simple text, like in layman's terms, man, it's like, shit. They don't even want to dumb it down. Because to them, you need to understand exactly what these words mean, exactly what this and this is, you know. And I ain't not like I say, I used to get into people crazy over the trans situation, man. Because me, I was like, yeah, man, I could rock with, you know what I'm saying, all this other shit, man, as far as like showing respect or whatever. But on this one, I'm gonna say, hey, bro, I don't think that's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Changing your whoops and whatnots. Yeah, man, I ain't feeling that. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I battle with some motherfuckers, bro. But most times they just punker. They like, I ain't gonna say punker, but they kind of like hunkered down or whatever. And I was like, all right, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna engage with this nigga if he talking like this, because I kept it pretty raw, like shit, man. Hold on, son. What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Ducky Duck? Here, give me a hug. All right. Now, hey, you go protect Lorenzo in his room, okay? So he can watch TV and chill. And don't let none of the skeletons, the monsters, touch him, okay? Okay? I love you.
Mama saw me burn the bottle.
What?
I saw me bottle tender.
What, he bit who?
I saw me bottle.
Nah, don't bite me, man. I'm good, okay? I don't want nothing to bite me, okay?
Okay.
All right. And don't let them bite you either, okay?
Okay.
All right, now go in there, be good. I love you. All right, close my door. Bye-bye. Anyway, man, it's just how, man, shit gotta go sometimes, man. You gotta be able to, you know, maneuver, multitask, man. Take shit up on and adapt, man. And in a moment's notice, bro. Like, and I think with men, bro, like, it was the point of time where we put a lot on ourselves, bro. And I think a lot of people have cracked under that pressure. And it's time to realize that, like, you could try to strive for a lot of good things and to be as much of a well-rounded man as possible. But also, man, hey, man, it's all right to, you know what I'm saying, understand that you might not have it all, bro. And when you are coming at women that might have their shit together, Mo, hey, it's gonna be a challenge, bro. It's gonna be a lot of, you know what I'm saying. Maybe you're not mentally equipped with her. Maybe on a book smarts type shit. You know what I'm saying. Maybe you got on the common sense though. You know what I'm saying, or whatever it might be. Like, it's all practical knowledge and stuff, like, you know, certain stuff like that, man. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to make this we bashing on the men and fuck the men and shit like that. But I'm just saying, because I'm a man, bro. I don't never say fuck a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man myself. But at the same time, like, you gotta grow the fuck up, bro. Y'all gotta grow the fuck up at some point, man, and realize, man, like, if we want to be like, I want to be more of a traditionalist man. Like, I want to be able to take care of all the bills myself and let my woman just do what she wants to with her chick, man. And hopefully she's gonna be helping with the household still in some kind of way, because, you know what I'm saying, that's what women do. You know what I'm saying, when they really down with you. But at the end of the day, man, shit, at some point you gotta exude those type of characteristics that you want. That's what I was trying to get with it. I had almost lost my train of thought for a second. But you have to want to exude that shit yourself. You can't just say this is what I want, but I'm gonna act any kind of way I want to, and you motherfuckers better accept it. It is what it is. Cause that ain't how shit work out here, man. It ain't been how shit worked out here, man. But let me play this a little bit more of this real quick, man.
Incident just from scouring some parts of social media. It's not something that the courts, I think, have the capacity to contain. So the judges in those instances have a particular duty to ensure when it comes time to pick a jury that those jurors can proceed to make decisions on the facts and not be tainted by the public information or bias that those public statements may have caused. The lawyers also have a particular duty. What I would suspect.
Now I remember where I was going.
Again,
Let me pivot past this, man. Pass this to something else real quick. Now I want to show you a conservative view on the press conference that the mother had, man. We finna go and share this tab now. Click on this shit real quick. Cause look at I want you to see the title of this too, man. It's how the propaganda works, man. It's very, very hold on, player. Carmelo Anthony's mom caught in a huge lie. Now, let's say Democrats when an MS-13 gang member gets deported. And this is what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if people who wasn't here or was talking about it with the Kamar Garcia, man. How he was deported wrongfully. He had a tattoo with I think he had a brother with autism, G. You know what I'm saying? And he tattooed something on him. And they mistaken this for MS-13 tech. And they was already looking for Hispanic people with tats and stuff. So they can deport them, man. It was not like they over here knowing exactly what the tat looked like. They might know what the tat looked like, but in their mind, they're like, yeah, just look for a tattoo. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on right quick, man, y'all, because my son ain't going to let me be great. He ain't going to let your boy be great. Hold on for a second, man. Just give me a second. Let me push play on this video and get this perspective. But just know that, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be some propaganda in this. But, yeah, y'all pick the game. Keep the game, man. Ruthless murder in his family. Now, damn, he's a ruthless murderer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he allowed the boy to touch him twice before he killed him. Ruthless murderer wouldn't even shit. Let him touch him one time. You would have cut his ass down right then. Again, I don't think, like I say, I don't think this is some shit where, like I say, he's completely innocent or he's just this fucking heartless killer that everybody's trying to make him out to be, man. It's nuance, man. You got to put nuance to these situations. These are kids, bro. Like, it could be very well a true fact that Carmelo was bullied by somebody. Maybe not Austin Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe some other, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? White boys or black boys. I can't say which one or what. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he was at a point where he wasn't fighting folks no more. I don't know. I can't tell you the truth on that. But people trying to say that they can is the fucking problem. It's the big problem, man. But I'm gonna let this man continue because you know what I'm saying. Like, as far as this huge lie, I think this is more just a misrepresentation. You know what I'm saying? When she spoke, because she didn't, you know what I'm saying, necessarily say that the money wasn't for that. Let's go back and, you know what I'm saying, hear what she said again. They haven't even received the money. They went out of pocket and bought their crib. Now he's saying because they were receiving money, that's why they decided they were gonna go buy them a new crib. So what they not supposed to, like? First off, let's just say this: are we sure they weren't living in a mansion already? Are we just sure that they wasn't driving a nice car already? I'm just saying they live in Frisco. All the cribs look nice out there. All the cars look nice out there. Like, I don't know what people own, bro. Like, with all this shit, man, where they trying to make it seem like she trying to misrepresent what she's doing. What she's saying is that, hey, y'all can't sit here and say that we got this money off of Gilgo and went to use it to go buy cribs off the real, even though we ain't even, we spending more money. We spending more money than the money y'all done gave us. You know what I'm saying? $900,000 house. What? Shit, that's what, 10% down, 90K. Yeah, 90K. You know what I'm saying? Man, bro, new car, ain't no telling what that was down. You know what I'm saying? Another, you know what I'm saying, 10K or something like that. Maybe even more like 5 or 6, maybe, you know what I'm saying, or even 2 or 3. Who knows, man? I'm talking thousands for y'all who don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not aware of what I'm talking, man. But yeah, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might spend a cool 100,000, man. Ain't nobody that ain't already been spending money like that gonna just start spending money like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say that. But that ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, to live in Frisco already, you gotta know that these people have been had money, man. Don't sit here and act like they couldn't go get them a crib before the GoFundMe, man. Or that, they trying to misrepresent what they doing with the funds. Yeah, they saying that, you know what I'm saying? But they saying clearly, like, y'all motherfuckers are trying to paint a picture that this is all this shit is about. And of course, in the GoFundMe, it's saying, I mean, the give, send, go. Hey, this is for not only legal fees, but everything that we got going, every shit. We trying to replace money that we finna have to, you know what I'm saying, come up off of. Yeah. Just like anybody fucking else. You don't think that boy got life insurance on him? Austin Metcalf? Why y'all sending them hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $500,000 by now anyway? They self. What they getting all that money for? It don't cost that much to bury no damn body. But we're not asking those questions, man. And I don't think we should be asking those fucking questions. Because who cares? It doesn't fucking matter, bro. It doesn't matter. But I don't know how I got off of not sharing my shit. I must have accidentally dropped the shit up. Not been playing it for long enough. Let's finish playing her video real quick.
In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made.
She said that none of the money raised from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser was used on the new house or on the brand new Escalade that they bought. It has nothing to do with it. I guess insinuating that they were going to do that either way, right? That's not what the fundraising money was for. And she says that anybody who's making that claim is a liar, spreading misinformation. But I'll tell you, that's quite bold of her to say, considering their latest update from April 15th on the actual Give, Send, Go fundraiser page. And yes, this is from the actual page. Update, April 15th, 2025. Support for the Anthony family. We are grateful for your support during this incredibly difficult time for Carmelo Anthony and his family. This fundraiser has been established to provide comprehensive assistance to the Anthony family as they navigate the many challenges surrounding Carmelo's case. Purpose of the fund. While legal defense is a critical part of this journey, we want to make it clear that this fund is not solely dedicated to legal expenses. The funds raised will also support a range of urgent and necessary needs that have emerged as a result of the situation, including, but not limited to, the safe relocation of the Anthony family due to escalating threats to their safety and well-being, as well as basic living costs, transportation, counseling, and other security measures. We ask for your continued prayers, support, and solidarity. Yeah, solidarity with a ruthless murderer and his family. Okay? Your contribution not only helps protect and stabilize the family, but also serves as a powerful message of community care and resistance in the face of injustice.
And my biggest problem is that, you know what I'm saying? Like a dude like this, the arrogance he has to speak about this ruthless murderer, 17-year-old. When Kyle Rittenhouse, which they gonna bring up, and I want to say he's gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying? Literally just looked at a person that defended himself, even though he crossed state lines to go and do what he did. You could just say that's worse than going sitting under somebody's tent. You cross state lines to get in some shit. He wasn't necessarily authorized to be having that gun without a parent supervising him. If they let him make it on all that shit, just because, you know, people tried to get at him. He shot somebody. Okay? So, I don't think that shit was self-defense either. Honestly, they say it was self-defense. People say it's self-defense to this day. I don't think it was self-defense, honestly. I think that was premeditation. I don't think that he necessarily knew what he was getting into. That's why he ran at first. When he said he had to fight or flight, he shot. Did what he had to do. So in the court of law, hey, you cornered that man and put him in a situation, man. Boom. But I think his intention was always to go out there and do some shit. He just didn't have a real fucking heart for it. So he had got heart checked and he had to run. But shit, you get put in that corner and you have to, there's no more fight, there's no more running to do. Shit. Yeah, you better not let him take the gun from you. You better not just sit there and lay down and die. So, and that killing probably do, you know what I'm saying, hunt him from time to time. But at the same time, them crocodile tears, yeah, got his ass off, did it? Shit ain't gonna happen for no damn Carmelo Anthony. If it do, hey, I ain't knocking it. I'm all here for it, man. I ain't tripping. But at the same time, I got my opinion on it. What it is, I got my opinion on it, man. And I think But this shit, you know what I'm saying? He gonna end up with some retribution. He gonna have to pay, man. He gonna have to do something, man. They ain't finna let him. They ain't gonna let it slide. Not here in Texas.
Injustice. Okay. Thank you for standing with the Anthonys. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? You're catching that, right? The money's not only for legal expenses. No, it's also for relocation. Yeah, you mean the 3,300 square foot gated community McMansion, right? And transportation. Yeah, that's the $150,000 white Cadillac Escalade, isn't it? It's right there in writing on their official fundraising campaign. So which is it? Are we spreading dangerous misinformation about the misuse of...
Technically, you are if they haven't got the money yet. If they haven't got the money yet, how are they spending the money on the house? Just because they decided to buy a house when they got this these donations don't mean necessarily. Oh yeah, we couldn't wait to get this money to go buy this new house. Shit, maybe if they didn't get threatened, they wouldn't have bought a new house. You know what I'm saying? Like if people went doxing them, putting their information out there on the internet, they wouldn't buy a fucking house. Maybe this shit would go toward the best lawyer possible. They got people coming and helping them out of nowhere and shit. The whole next action committee, you know what I'm saying? Next action group, you know what I'm saying? Terminator or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Homie that's beating up on his bitches and shit. And I'm like, but people can't change, I guess. I don't know. It's just like, how the hell do you find these motherfuckers with? I ain't gonna say that people can't change them, you know what I'm saying? Come from shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, my charges look crazy too. Let me not, you know what I'm saying, get too bougie on these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, it seemed to be like the people with the, you know what I'm saying, the most going on be the ones be popping themselves up on these podiums talking about shit. And honestly, man, I feel like somebody could have articulated that shit better than he could, man. Like, I was kind of tired of hearing this nigga after a certain point. I was glad when it got to the mother, because I was like, man, what this nigga talking about, man? But I do agree with him with the school shit. Like, school ain't got to put themselves all the way in that shit, but they're going to do that. They are going to do that.
Of these funds? Or did you guys forget what you literally posted on your own fundraiser page? I mean, these people are so deep into the grift, it's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I really don't see how anybody could be defending this, especially considering the circumstances of the case. And it's obvious that they're gaslighting us, but if you listen to the left, we're the ones spreading the misinformation. We're the ones who don't get it. Yeah, the left-wing grifter fact-checkers are coming in full force, and they're hitting us with the fact-check talking point, but the money hasn't been released yet. Give, Send, Go even confirmed that the money has not been released to the Anthony family, which, yes, I acknowledge that is in fact true. Give, Send, Go did release a public statement confirming that they have not released any of the near $500,000 funds, but that literally changes nothing. I mean, spare me with the half-baked fact check. It's actually a very simple accounting concept. It's called accounts receivable, folks. The Anthony family has over $450,000 incoming into their accounts. You know, it's part of the balance sheet here. The money is slated to come in. It's confirmed. It's there. And obviously, the Anthony family knows this. And clearly, that absolutely affects your financial decisions in the current moment. Anyone with basic understanding of accounting understands this. And on top of it, it's not just the Give, Send, Go account. The $500,000 that's sitting there doesn't include the t-shirt sales. As we know, the Anthony family set up a website, an online merchandise storefront, where they're selling all kinds of shirts like this. Free Mellow, free car.
And again, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with any of that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if they just say that that's the case, what's wrong with it? Because you don't like the killer this time, it's a problem. But when it was Kyle, when it was Daniel Penny, when it was Derek Chauvin, when it was George Zimmerman, when it was any of the other ones, man, like, shit, it's cool to go out here and fundraise. It's cool to get out here and do whatever we can to make sure this guy gets a fair trial. But when it comes to the black killer, now it's no, the justice system shouldn't work like that. What the fuck, man? That's a half-baked justice system. It seems like you talking about half-baked fact checks and truths. Hey, you got a point. You know what I'm saying? They said it was gonna be for that shit, but hey, does the update come after or before or after they were getting threatened for their lives and they were getting doxxed on the internet. Like, did they update that shit afterwards? Because, I mean, it's a reason for the update. You know what I'm saying? I get what she's saying. She's saying y'all motherfuckers out here trying to say that we getting this money and doing this and that with it. Shit, we ain't even got the money yet. We got to do this shit because shit, y'all niggas crazy. Colin County got me over here scared for my life. Nigga, and these people ain't even from there. They from Baton Rouge. Shit. They thought they was escaping the bullshit. Nah, you can't run into some more. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Yeah, racism ain't died, nigga. That shit done really multiplied.
Carmelo didn't do nothing wrong. And clearly, considering the viral nature of this campaign and how many people are supporting this kid, well, I'd say it's pretty safe to suggest that they've likely pulled in tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales, maybe even more. I mean, the nature of these viral merch drops, the scale of it can be absolutely huge. Now, of course, I highly doubt it's in the millions, but tens of thousands, low hundreds of thousands, absolutely believable. Obviously, there's money coming in, there's big revenues coming in. Again, it's on the balance sheet as accounts receivable, and so that justifies going out and making all of these lavish purchases. Let's not be naive here, please. And I certainly don't appreciate being lied to and being gaslit and being told that I'm spreading misinformation for coming to the obvious conclusion and reading the literal mission statement in your own fundraising document. Not to mention, I'd rather not be lectured about misinformation from the group that released this gem the other day.
And now that the public knows exactly what is going on, I asked, because these racist bigots try to prevent us from standing up for our baby, our boy, he should be afforded the same rights that Kyle Rittenhouse had, Daniel Penna, and all of the people who have claimed whatever their defense was. He should be afforded the same right. Nobody in the public media has one video camera, but we got the video of Kyle Rittenhouse with an AK-47 shooting 3 people in the back. We got that. And he raised more than $2 million publicly, and nobody said anything.
Kyle Rittenhouse apparently shot 3 people in the back with an AK-47. I mean, every part of that is incorrect. There was no AK-47, nobody was shot in the back, and Kyle Rittenhouse obviously was being attacked, chased, assaulted, shot at, and at one point got hit with a skateboard and had a gun pointed to his face. I don't know.
He was not being shot at. Couldn't. He was definitely being chased and beaten and shit, but he was not being shot at.
How many times I have to freaking repeat that? I mean, they outright lied about that situation, and yet these are the people accusing us of spreading misinformation. We're not doing that. We're not going there, please. These antics.
I can go find it real quick.
Are completely out of control. The Anthony family's credibility is falling apart day by day. The lies are stacking up. The behavior is getting more and more outrageous. And at the core of all of it, the grift is becoming more and more obvious each and every day. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Just because the kid was mad, my son is not here anymore. And I don't understand it. Just tell me about what happened today. I don't know. I got a phone call from Hunter. He was screaming that Austin had been stabbed. I was at work, and so I drove. I work in Grapevine, so I drove up to the hospital straight away. I actually beat the ambulance there. Yeah, I saw them have him come out. He was on a lot of machines, and it didn't take long for them to come in to say that he had passed. So, not sure, senseless act of a boy that was in the wrong tent, and my son doing the right thing by telling that boy that he needed to be removed from where he was, and just doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's just because the kid was mad, my son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it.
Tell me about Austin. What do you want people to know about your boy?
Oh, he was the most amazing kid. Oh, so smart. He had college football guys looking at him to play in college. His goal was to play in college. He just wanted to play football. His life was going to the gym and working out and being a leader on his football team. And he just had such ambitions and a drive that it's hard to find in a kid. And he's just such a good spirit. And so many kids loved him. And his brother lost his best friend.
They're twins, right?
Yeah, identical twins. Yeah.
They've been like,
they are the best of friends. Like, just I'm so worried about my son because he's gonna have to face this world alone now, because he had a brother that was with him the whole time, and now he's gonna have to do it alone. And I'm just so worried about him. I really am.
Was Hunter with Austin today?
He was. They made him go away when they were doing CPR on him, but he was there when he was stabbed, and he was holding, I guess, the wound to keep it from. He was trying to save his brother, but I think he said he saw when he took his last breath, and before the CPR came back in. So, for what I heard, he was unresponsive for 5 minutes. They were able to revive him a little, but I think it was too little, too late.
What can the community do for your family?
They need to support.
Support. That's what anybody want to do. Support. But yeah, I mean, it did say Kyle Rittenhouse was shot at. It wasn't like he was shot at first and then, you know what I'm saying, started shooting. It seemed like he was attacked and then he shot and then somebody else shot at him. And he, you know, somebody tried to grab his rifle and all this shit like that. But yeah, he was shot at, so I can't necessarily say he was shot at. But he wasn't shot at, I mean. But shit. This shit is not, you know what I'm saying, just really a whole bunch of bullshit, man. Like I said, they're not gonna call this family a grifter for, you know what I'm saying, reaching out for support or any of that shit like that. But these people, you know what I'm saying, Carmelo Anthony family, all of a sudden has to be the fucking grifters and this, that, and the third, because they believe that they should be supported and they should believe they should be you know what I'm saying, given a fair shot at this shit, and that they gotta relocate. Yeah, they not no motherfucker at me. Like I say, in Frisco, they probably not in no bad house in the first place. Who cares if they went and got a better house somewhere different that ain't nobody know the location of? That's more well protected. It usually costs more to get the shit you need when it comes to protection and isolated from certain shit. Yeah, it usually costs more. Hold on, right quick. I'm gonna play the video, man.
The kids at the school. Austin was loved by so many people. They need to know that there's other people out there for them and not against them, you know. And Frisco Memorial has got a football program it's in a process, and we want everybody to know that it's a family and they're there together. So, but just to put your arms wrap around the support. Says Hunter. Did you want to talk to him?
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
He's a good kid. We just got a little altercation. That's really it, but he has a good heart. Everyone knows. Everyone around here knows he's a great kid. He just one mistake from that dude and just took my brother. Just he didn't deserve it. No one deserves a loss from a family like that. I know people that lose their family members all the time, but I just didn't know it's gonna be mine so soon. My best friend and my brother my whole life, but if y'all can just not y'all, sorry. Just thank y'all for just comforting us, and the Frisco area has been comforting my family and me, and I just really appreciate everything that everyone's done. It's a really hard loss, but we're gonna get through it with my family, so we'll just stay together. I mean, our relationship is really the tightest I've ever seen in somebody, like between
Did I or did I not call it? Oh my goodness. Boy, oh boy, we got a lot to cover. I'm not gonna lie. We have a lot to cover on.
And now we finna go over to the more liberal side, which is wild to say, looking at Amazing Lucas and seeing his whole journey from conservative talker and how he did shit to now being over here on the pro-black and all that side, man. It's different, man. But I do like what he was saying about all this shit and the fact that people are literally apologizing to white people for this boy raising money. For whatever this boy family decide to do with this money. Like, who give a damn? When we had so many cases of this shit happening beforehand and nobody ever said anything. Oh, he was self-defending himself. Okay. That's what these people saying. So they started defending this boy. Like, shit, man. It's just the hypocrisy. Just because you don't believe it, you never took into account how those black people felt that was losing their children. But now now it's a child of y'all that's lost, and it's all in the public. Now it's time to step up because it's just something they never done before. They hardly ever do this. You know, I'm just being real. They hardly ever. I mean, it happens from time to time, but like, it's very far and few in between the white people all going her up and look at how messed up this is. You know what I'm saying? They usually don't do it. And the fact that so many people got around this shit and did that, and look at the usual suspects. It's the usual suspects. It's the reason why this story is like it is now.
On this one, because goodness gracious, I never thought I'd see the day in my lifetime, that you would have black people, some of these Sambo soldiers, degrade themselves to the utmost degree, bruh. I'm talking about like really desperate, just pitiful behavior, like slave behavior at this point. I miss you like a hog miss fly. Like they have their Sambo soldiers working overtime, bro. They're like, put out more, say more, tell the blacks that they're bad, apologize. Bro, they really got these fools going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Have you all seen this new trend? Bro, there is a new trend where now you have these Sambo soldiers coming out and apologizing for the black community. Bro, as God my witness, I kid you not. I kid you not.
On behalf of the black community, I would like to apologize to the parents of Austin Metcalf. What? For making a hero out of the young man that killed your son. I apologize that there are so few fathers around and so few male figures around to teach the black community about emotional discipline, about what's right from wrong, about emotional regulation.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
The same man who wanted to cry about being targeted because he was gay in the Republican Party is now coming out trying to castigate black people, trying to talk about the black community and everything. What are you talking about, sir? Huh? Then you have, I don't know who that person is.
Metcalf's funeral was, I believe, yesterday, and I just want to send an apology to his family members on the behalf of the black community, on the behalf of our racism, our ignorance, the fact that we're justifying the murder of your son in the name of race.
What? They are going above and beyond. And I knew it was going to go crazy when you had, as far as a tantrum, talking about, oh, black people actually hate white people. That's the issue. They hate white people.
These silly people of the melanin that are secretly racist and they hate white people. Most of the time, not all the time, people different. Most of the time, you have a underlying hatred towards white people.
Huh? Like, what? What does this have to do with black people? Is this not what I told y'all? When it comes to Kyle Rittenhouse, did they say that all white people were violent, that all white people were seeking to cause harm, that all white people wanted to use their guns to hurt people? No, it was an individual, right? When we had Daniel Penny, what's the story? Hey, all white people just want to hurt black people. Hey, all white people just want to snuff them out. Hey, all white. No, of course not. But when it comes to a little black kid, right, Carmelo Anthony, now because the community is giving him resources so he can go through the justice system to fight for his freedom, because he's supposed to be seen as innocent until proven guilty. Now it's a problem. Now black people hate white people. Now,
Jesus Christ, Stephen, how many people ran away while I was gone?
True. All I could do was laugh, because it seems like the Sambo is trying to outdo the next Sambo. So they're just coming up with more ludicrous things to say. It's gotten to the point like we can't take these people seriously. We just can't, because they're like satirical stereotypes of how white people view black people. Do you understand? This is what's happening. And you know it's bad. When you have Anthony Brian Logan, Tim Pool, you had even Xavier Russo, okay, that immigrant Sambo soldier, who is now on the side of Carmelo Anthony, talking about, hey, y'all are going above and beyond. Think about this, bruh. Like, even the chip that Dr. Umar talks about, even it's malfunctioning, it's glitching because the racism is so potent. It's so palpable you can cut it with scissors. And all these mofos are doing a disservice to white people. They are race baiting white people. You had Matt Walsh doing the same thing, talking about, oh, black people just hate white people. That's what it has to do with. They just hate white people. Now, I want you to understand. Now, they say things like that, and that's A-okay, right? That's not considered race baiting, right? But I say, hey, there's a lineage of evil that are here to kill, steal, and destroy, and it seems that many of these individuals, not all, but many of them are on the right, and they seem to be attacking this boy. That's what seems to be happening. Now it's a problem. Oh my God, you're just baiting, bro. You're gaslighting. It's just like, what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with them? And speaking of such a Sambo soldier, bro, you had one of them put out like a 32-minute video on me. And it's like, what? He wanted to complain about me misrepresenting his rebuttal.
This dude is such a piece of shit that he clearly watched my video. And he purposely edits out the part of the video where I address his argument specifically.
Now listen, when it comes to this vertically challenged, Down syndrome looking raisin, okay, he looks like a raisin with a beard. I don't know what to tell you. But when it comes to him, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're right. I don't watch your videos because, to be honest with you, I think you're inarticulate, firstly, and secondly, it sounds like you always came back from the dentist's office, like your mouth is swollen. You just
in order to continue to push this idea that
now I don't know about y'all, but on what planet is a rebuttal just nuh-uh? Because that's essentially his argument. His argument is, well, why are we going to believe this guy? Well, we don't even know who he is. He's not credible. His testimony isn't real.
That some random dude on the internet, we can't see his face. We don't.
Yeah, guess I'm like one of them random guys on the internet. But hey, at the end of the day, man, I definitely do think that he culpable of something to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? But the key is the whole touch me and all that shit. Like, unless the report somehow becomes different, is more information that's brought to the light that wasn't brought up before. The witnesses say something different. I can pretty much tell you that I don't see him getting off completely. You know what I'm saying? I can see it being maybe second-degree murder. You know what I'm saying? Because even crime of passion in Texas law is under murder as a charge. I don't see him getting involuntary manslaughter, so it would leave criminally negligent homicide. Maybe he could fight to get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a video where I think, I don't know if homie got that charge, but he ended up getting time kind of like that coincides with that kind of charge. Let me try to figure this out real quick. I'm gonna let this play on now.
We don't know who it is. There's no evidence that the police have talked to this man. We've not seen any witness testimony whatsoever that comes close to what this dude is saying in regards to what happened, right? In terms of Austin Metcalf and his brother jumping Carmelo Anthony. But for whatever reason, the race hustlers are accepting this random testimony from, again, a dude that does not sound credible at all, okay? Something just randomly put on internet. Anybody could have recorded that, okay?
First off, dummy, testimony is done in court. If you had an IQ above room temperature, you would know that.
I ain't got a good brain.
Hence, why I refer to anything that's said as statements, because that's what they are. Testimony is under oath. We don't have a trial yet. So what are you talking about testimony? He's so dumb, it's painful, bruh. It's nothing more than prattle and fodder for his low IQ, white, ignorant base. That's all it is. But at the end of the day, we know Sambo soldiers like this don't care about if the person's credible, because you want to know why? This is the same person who's trying to discredit everyone defending Carmelo Anthony simply because he's black. Okay? They're trying to say everyone defending Carmelo Anthony is just defending him because he's black.
At this point, these individuals are no different than the KKK.
I miss you like a hog miss flop, like a baby miss mammy's titty.
Yes, this is a person who is absolutely impartial to what's going on right now. This is someone who we're going to listen to. And not only that, we've seen this before with this Sambo soldier, okay? He tried to do the same thing when it came to the McMichaels. He tried to say that, oh, I agree with the outcome, but it wasn't racial at all. It wasn't racial at all, okay? I'm just saying it wasn't racial at all.
While I believe that this is the right outcome, I do not believe that this was necessarily racially motivated, right?
So even after Ahmaud Arbery, he's trying to hold water for the McMichaels, okay, who are found guilty, and then lying to his audience, talking about it's not racially motivated, when, guess what? They were charged with a hate crime, and they were found guilty, in addition to racist messages that the GBI found during the investigation. So this is what we're talking about. This is who these people are. It's unfortunate, but this is who they are. They're nothing more, as you know, the gay Mexican, Nick Fuentes said, they are nothing more than a mouthpiece for racist white people. That's it. That's how they get their money. That's how they get their viewership. It's as simple as that. There is no discernment upon, well, I'm going to view it differently. No, they don't care about that. They care about making their ignorant audience, okay, feel good about themselves. They want to make sure that any blame.
I agree with to a certain degree, but you do have, like I say, the different people have, you know what I'm saying, kind of came at this a different way, different angles. You have a lot more conservatives on Carmelo's side than I was even expecting. So I definitely I get where you're coming from with it, especially when it comes to some of these guys, man, who have, you know what I'm saying, felt like they've dealt with some type of aggression from the right in some way, shape, or form, including Rob Smith here. But I found a video that I wanted to play. This is gonna be where I probably ended at this video here. It's pretty good.
Student began today.
And it pretty much, it's kind of a similar case to the Carmelo Anthony case. So I think we just need to pay attention and see, just see what the differences are. This case has already been concluded. Homie has got his time.
The suspect, Kaysen Allison, is accused of fatally stabbing fellow student Joe Ramirez in a Belton High bathroom back in 2022.
This comes after several trial delays and almost 3 years since the incident. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker was back at the courthouse. Sydney, what was today like?
The morning didn't really get started until around 9:30, and what followed was Allison pleading not guilty. The witnesses were called to testify today, but overall today gave us a clearer picture of what went down in Belton High School hallways that May 3rd day. The prosecutor began in their opening statements revealing there is a recording of the incident. They also said that the conflict between Joe and Kaysen began after an incident at a prom after party and that Joe swung at Kaysen first, accompanied by 4 others in that bathroom. The defense countered by saying that Allison was not guilty of murder because, quote, Kaysen survived what could have very well been death or bodily injury by a group beatdown. The defense also made a motion to exclude photo and video evidence, which was denied by Judge Faulkner. The jury also saw security footage of the Belton High School hallways showing the students entering the bathroom and running out. This included video of Ramirez running out with a trail of blood behind him and eventually collapsing. Several witnesses took the stand today, including 911 dispatcher Amy Retz, security officer Philip Douglas Taylor, and teachers who responded to the scene. You can read more about the witnesses' testimony at kcentv.com. The trial is expected to continue tomorrow with more witnesses called to testify. I'll have more updates for you then. Live in Belton, Sydney Walker.
I just want to say, man, if you ever want to know if somebody really was stabbing people because they were getting jumped, it'd been multiple people stabbed. They ain't sitting around like, yeah, most people, you know what I'm saying? They might still be fighting. You not knowing you're gonna stab one dude. He could have stabbed multiple people if it was really like that. It's really about getting jumped on and shit like that. But that's just how I see it. I kind of look at stuff a little different from most people. I ain't necessarily saying my shit should work for the court of law, but I'm just saying, bro. Here you go. I'm finna let it play.
Walker, 6 News.
And look, first of all, to the people who sent me this case, thank you. I really appreciate you. And I can't even lie. Lately, I've been missing my family back home, but I'm too locked in to even travel right now. So the people who support my channel, the people who watch my videos, the people who send comments to my videos, I really appreciate y'all. Y'all keep me going because I've been going hard on YouTube for the last 3 years. But enough of that soft shit. Let's get into this case. You telling me no racist people speaking on this case but have the audacity to speak about Carmelo Anthony, have the audacity to speak about Carmelo Anthony's family, have the audacity to speak on Carmelo's case, make it make sense. This Mexican kid won a fair fight and he ended up murdered. Now, does that sound familiar? But I tell y'all all the time, when racist Caucasian people murder, it's no outrage. They sleep well. But when those tables are turned, aka Carmelo Anthony, they can't handle it. They got to gaslight us. No, we ain't going for it, partner. This Allison case is so similar to the Carmelo Anthony case, and how ironic that Belton, Texas is only 2 hours away from Frisco, Texas. And as a truck driver, if you know, you know. And y'all know me, I had to do the race demographics in Belton, Texas, and I found this. 56.7% Caucasian people, 8.5% Hispanic people. So that told me everything I need to know. And I need y'all to remember those numbers because in this article, it's going to play a major part. And this article is by people.com. It was published April 16, 2025 at 12:14 p.m. yesterday. A high school fight ended when one boy stabbed to death and the other charged with murder. That trial is now underway. Kaysen Allison, now 21, confessed to unaliving Joe Ramirez Jr., 18, during a fight in the boys' bathroom at Belton High School back on May 3rd, 2022, according to an arrest affidavit obtained by People. So you telling me this case took 3 years to start? 3 years, no outrage from racist people, or 3 years to come up with their lies, 3 years to get their lies together. Make it make sense. Allison's lawyer, Zachary Boyd, said in his opening statement that the 18-year-old at the time acted in self-defense after finding himself forced to fight Ramirez and a group of his friends. Allison, who has been on house arrest ever since posting $175,000 bail back in July 2022, is facing anywhere between 5 and 99 years in prison if convicted. Oh, since Allison has the complexion for protection, he gets to claim self-defense with no outrage. He gets to say, I was just protecting myself. And you hear no outrage. No one is calling him an animal. Make it make sense. But this the cold part. This boy has been on house arrest for the last 3 years. Not 1, not 2, but 3. No one leaked his address. No one posted pictures of his house. No one posted pictures of his family. So where's that same energy y'all have for Carmelo and his family? Make it make sense.
See, one thing I learned as a black man, they don't want you to fight back and protect yourself, because when we do, they call you an animal. When you do, they call us the bad guys. No, partner, keep that same energy. The murder trial began with opening statements on Monday, and on Tuesday, jurors were shown video of the stabbing that one of Ramirez's friends recorded inside the bathroom. The video allegedly shows Ramirez throwing a punch at Allison, and Allison responded by swinging at Ramirez with a knife in his hand, according to the court documents. It then allegedly ends with Ramirez cornered before the teenagers all ran out of the bathroom. And look, I'm gonna tell y'all why racist people are quiet about this case, because it doesn't fit their narrative. See, they want you to believe that it's only black people committing crimes. And throughout history, we all know that's a lie. But the media plays it so cold. This boy brought a knife to school, and I told y'all my old videos, in the South, knives are like cell phones. Young, old, women, men, everyone has them, especially Caucasian people. They the main ones. They love knives and guns. Tell me I'm lying. The arrest affidavit details the aftermath of the fight. Ramirez managed to leave the bathroom, but is seen on school surveillance video collapsing in the hallway a short time later while blood pours out of his body, according to the affidavit. The school nurse then started to perform life-saving measures on Ramirez, who was then transported to a local hospital where he later was pronounced dead. The affidavit notes that Ramirez had been stabbed in the chest, back, legs, and arm. Damn. So the same compassion that Austin got when he passed away, when he got stabbed and passed away, why his mother not getting the same compassion? She had to wait 3 years for this trial to even start. Where her donations at? Where her money at? Where the people making videos caring about her, showing her love? No one showed her love. I'm telling you, it's all fake outrage. Carmelo stabbed Austin 1 time just to protect himself. Allison stabbed that kid over 4 times. Make it make sense. But look, this is the crazy part. Check this out. Allison left school and returned home after the fight and was arrested a short time later. A knife covered in blood was allegedly found at Allison's house. Court records show that an additional charge was filed against Allison a few days later on May 9th after he allegedly assaulted a family member. He also pleaded not guilty. So let me calm down and get this right. He murdered a kid, then runs home. How in the hell was he even able to get home? So once he gets home, he attacks a family member. So you murder someone, then you attack a family member. Make it make sense. So when you hear people calling black people crazy names and saying we the only one committing crimes, don't fall for the bait, because we all know Caucasian people commit crimes, but the media is on their side. They go focus on the black community. They go focus on black crime, black this, because that's what making them money. They make money off of our community, our dysfunction. That's what they do. So that's why I create these videos, because it's all propaganda. They gonna show you the black stuff. They gonna make the black man look like the most hated man in America. They gonna make the black man look like he is the real enemy. No, the real enemy is them. But like I say, the media is on their side. And that's why I always say on my channel, we hold racist Caucasian people accountable. And you will notice people will get mad at me. But like I always say, it will be okay. But
man. So man, get this down to the nitty gritty, man. Like I said, I do feel like Carmelo Anthony is guilty. It's like I felt Casey Allison is guilty. Or I forgot homeboy name, like San Juan Jesus or whatever the hell. San Juan, something, you know what I'm saying, down there, also in Texas, another stabbing that happened. Like, you know what I'm saying, when niggas go and get the stabbing at motherfuckers for whatever, and I think he the one that actually got the time sentenced and stuff. He already been sentenced and whatnot. Casey Allen's trial kind of story. Hey, got them two mixed up. But, you know, like, these people, you know what I'm saying, tend to want to highlight our cases and make it all, you know what I'm saying, this and that and the third. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what's going to happen in this situation or not, but I definitely do think that we have to teach our kids better, man. It can't be no bringing knives to school and this, that, and the third, man. Or even if you bring a knife to school, it shouldn't be no thought process on when to use this knife, man. Go be a square, man. Go tell that shit. They ain't doing nothing about it at that school. Tell me, and I'm gonna come do something about it. I'm gonna make sure something getting done about it. And that's just what it is. But as far as this case, man, it's definitely a lot of racism going on. I'm not even mad at a lot of the black people that are going hard at white people right now about the shit because, man, like this is a perpetual thing that's been happening to us for years and years out, man. You can't be mad at people for choosing to react a certain way after so many years of, you know what I'm saying, constant abuse, man, and constant, you know what I'm saying, gaslighting and lies, bro. That's why, like, that's when it's the same thing with like the manosphere, man. When you have like the men over here, like, we're sick of these women. These women have been just saying stuff all the time and blah blah blah. But hey, bro, all these years you have free range on how they talk, how they dress, how they do this and that third. Now you mad, man? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point we gotta repeat that, like what we did to get ourselves in these type of situations, man. It ain't always just these people's fault because they deciding to say something now. It's time to tell the truth. All right, so we caused this shit. What we gonna do to reprimand it? That's the shit that we don't want to get to yet, man. When it comes to this black and white thing, man, it's pretty simple, man. If you don't own the institutions, man, you're just another nigga in the field, G.
They're about to play the national anthem. All these people turn around and look you dead in your eye. What do?
I stand up. You know, I'll probably be so embarrassed to, stand up, you know what I'm saying?
So they got you running for the school, huh?
Yeah, partial scholarship.
And if you don't run, you don't get no tuition, right?
That's the way the system goes.
Run, nigga, run.
Simple as that, man. Run, nigga, run. Shit. We gotta figure out how to own shit, man. I got it, son. I'm finna get up off here, man. You can calm down. I got you. High five. All right, man. Some Daddy Lorenzo time now. Peace out, y'all, man. Y'all be blessed and have a good one, man.